It should be clear that all accepted full paper will be published. Whatever paper we send the acceptance letter to you, the acceptance letter means your paper will be published. So it is confirmed that your paper will be published. In which journals? It's mentioned in these posters as well as mentioned in the website. Then this other, and mostly we have Scopus level journal and one ISI journal also. Fast publication service, as we discussed, within 2 to 3 months we will finish the publication work. After conference we can publish all the papers in between 2 to 3 months. And we also provide referee proceedings CD, means you can get a dual publication opportunity in terms of you have the proceeding, abstract proceeding, as well as your full paper publication. So this is the real benefit of the conference. If you just go get certificate and only proceeding, so what can be changed in the conference? So you can just submit to the employer. So for getting your doctoral degree, for getting your master degree, for getting the higher promotions, KPI of the departments, ranking of the university, you need to increase your publication. So this is the way how to increase. You can multi-collaborate with the authors and then submit many papers. And renowned speakers, we appointed 5 speakers, one from UK, Glasgow University, one from Australia and UAE, Malaysia, and one from Norway. So these are the people we have selected from different regions that they can contribute their knowledge in plenary speaker session. And we have 1 day post-conference workshop on how to publish in ISI journals. This is in a queue of our conference days. 17, 18 is a conference, 19 is a tour, the half day, full day tour, and 20 it will be the 1 day conference. So we have 4 days event. 17, 18 conference in Bali, 19 is a conference tour, and 20 is post-conference workshop on how to publish in ISI journals. So these are the main highlights. In upcoming conference we have these journals. PLOS one, which is US based journal. This is multidisciplinary journal. This is ISI Thomson Written Journal 3.534 impact factor. But this journal mainly accept the primary research work. The second is Global Business and Economics Review. This is Scopus in the Science Switzerland Journal. So this is very high order journal. The third one is also International Journal of Business and Governance Ethics, Scopus in the Science Switzerland Journal. Pardanika Journal of Social Science and Humanities, which is Scopus, University Putra Malaysia Journal, which is also Scopus. Elsewhere Procedia, which is UK based, Scopus elsewhere. The same journal we used in last year. Journal of Management Research, this is high order A category journal. It is from US based. And the last one is our own journal, Global Journal of Business and Social Science Review. This is A category and under register in Malaysia and other indexing. And this is our referee proceeding, which we can provide the CD to all participants other than the publication. So these are the speakers we have selected. One from Glasgow University, UK. He is a director and especially he is working in accounting and finance. He has many students related to accounting and finance, and he is an external examiner of Manchester University, UK. And the second one, Professor Yashiko Suzuki. He is Professor of Economics in Asia Pacific University, and he has launched 43 ISI and Scopus level journal in his career. Professor Dr. Gabriel Moniz, he is director in Queensland University of Australia. He is professor in Curtin University in Law Department. He will be a next speaker or plenary speaker in our conference. Professor Dr. Nadir Ali Kolachi, Skyline University, Sharjah. He is also a management professor in UAE. And Professor Dr. Ahmed Fauzi Ahmed Abdul Hamid, USM Malaysia. He is professor in political science in USM Penang. So he will also be joining us in upcoming conference in Bali. So this is all about from my side, and I can conclude with this quote: never get discouraged with feedback from colleagues and journal editors. Writing is something we all need to constantly work on. So this is the main thing is writing. Thank you very much.
Oke, baik, terima kasih Ibu sekalian. Bagaimana barangkali ada komentar atau pertanyaan, masih ada sedikit waktu. Jika ada silakan. Mbak Haryadi barangkali, Gubernur di belakang barangkali, Pak Imam, Pak Kashan ini PhD-nya dapat dari UM ya?
University Malaya.
University Malaya. Pak Ci barangkali ada yang...
I have 3 masters in my career, one in accounting, one in economics, one in finance, and doctorate in accounting.
Oke, baik. Mana barangkali ada?
Could you repeat once again, what is the major mistake belong to the people who attend the previous conference? Thank you.
Actually, in terms of the publication process, we found that from Indonesian perspective, the writing quality is little bit weak. They need to be focused. And what they can do, they can send the paper for proofreading. They can send the paper for proofreading to their colleague or someone. They can outsource. After proofreading and developing, they can send the paper to the conference. It will increase the chances of publication. It's normal in Malaysia and other countries. Proofreading is very normal. So this is the mistake we found, that the participants' paper rejected because of the major problem and all this. And other than this, we found that people are little bit reluctant in terms of presentation. They say that, so we offer them in Malaysia. We also offer them, you can use the mixed mode of language, no issue. You can sometime, because the session chairs also know your own language, so you can little bit use your own bahasa Indonesia in speaking and little bit mixed mode. So in that case, we can encourage the participant can participate. Sometimes they scared that in that the level of presentation is in English. Sometimes they scared that. So in Malaysia, we also encourage the participants. So these are the few fears in participants we found. And the remaining we give the good response from Indonesia and very good participant, and their papers are good in terms of they work hard. When we send the review to the Indonesian participant, they respond actively. That is the reason we published 25 articles from Indonesia last year.
Oke, baik. Ada lagi kira-kira? Iya, silakan. Siapa namanya Pak? Siapa? Rizky, oke, silakan.
Thank you. I'm so nervous actually. Thank you for the chance for me. And the first, I want to say thank you for you coming here, because we need your information. I want to ask you some questions. The first one, sometimes we do some research, but we don't know whether the quality of our research, according to criteria of quality research in each international journal. So what is the measure or assessment of our article quality? And the second one, maybe I want to ask you about the differences between positivist and post-positivist. Because I think that positivist research, too much positivist research before. So how much of a chance to be accepted? Uh, Thank you.
Very good questions. The first thing you have highlighted how we can check the evaluation criteria of the journal and the chances of the publication. So mainly the journal check the main structure, like as I said, your paper must contain the formal elements like abstract. Abstract has four sub-elements like objectives, methodology, findings, conclusion. If they have, so it means your abstract is balanced. Introduction with start of preamble. Introduction must be sufficient, which address the key question. Literature review must be critical. Findings must be clear. Conclusion must be linked with the literature review. If your paper completely linked with your headings, so it means you have worked on your paper. So in assessment, in initial screening, we only check the plagiarism level through Turnitin in software. If the plagiarism level is less, so we can consider this is original, and the flow of content. The contents are in sequence or in flow, so it means this article is able, we can send to reviewers. Otherwise, if the article not comprised of the formal content or there is a high level of plagiarism or like, also we can reject the article. So this is the basic criteria. So once we send to the reviewers, they can deeply check the article, the technical person of the related field check the articles. So we have the internal criteria of each and every, like introduction, what other elements we need to check. So in introduction there are many other elements, so we have to check, or in methodology, why you choose this methodology, any justification, like references you are quoting in the text are available in full text or not, like your writing style or grammatical check, language check. So you have to check your idea, originality, and the robustness of your paper. So sometimes your paper use SEM or like the high level of